the same place at the same time. It's very exciting for us. Yeah. Teri and I are going to walk you through an Angelic Gem meditation for our meditation today. We are using the Angelic Gem cards for it, and we are also using Angelic Gems, and the gems were channeled to us by Archangel Raphael back in December, and so much has happened since December. Holy cow.
A whole year almost.
A whole year almost. Wow. So anyway, we're using the Angelic Gems and the colors, and so we invite you to just relax. We're going to go into just a simple, short meditation. We're going to do 3 different angelic gems. So we encourage you just to make yourself comfortable, and we'll walk you through what it is that we're experiencing. And we just ask you to participate along with us in bringing in the color that Teri and I are going to be sharing with you. So with that, Teri, do you want to? First of all, we're going to call in the archangels. The archangels that we work with while we're working with the gems. We're going to take a minute and invite in Archangel Raphael. Now, these archangels have already been in this room where we're working today, so it isn't taking much at all to ask them to make themselves known to us. Archangel Uriel, Archangel Azriel, the Christ consciousness, God's energy or that of our Creator, Divine Mother, Archangel Gabriel, or Gabriel, however you choose to say it, Archangel Cassiel, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Michael, Archangel Ariel, and lastly, Archangel Raziel. Now, each of those divine members brings in different clearing and different energy, and it all has to do with a particular color. So each of those members of the divinity is represented by a different color. So I'm going to ask Teri to pull an angelic gem and to read the energy that's coming off of that. And the rest of us are going to soak into that clearing of that color.
So the gem, as you can see, they're all green on the outside. But as you hold it, as I'm holding it, it starts to change, and I'm starting to get an energy that's coming from it. So let me just focus in clearly to what it's bringing to me. I'm feeling orange.
So orange is represented by Archangel Gabrielle, and it's a clearing of stuck emotions.
Yeah, it's very strong. The orange that I'm seeing is very dark. It's like a very deep orange, almost like when you would watch a sunset, that very beautiful, dark, deep orange that happens at that point. So to me, that signifies emotions that have run very deep, that have been pushed down. Many times we don't want to deal with something when it comes up, so we don't. We push it down. We close the lid and say, no, I can't look at that right now. And I feel, Ruth, that this is like a collective energy. that's going on. This is for everyone in the collective that's been doing this, that's been stuffing down energy, whether that's fear, anxiety, fear in any form. A lot of people right now don't even want to go outside their house from the fear of what's out there. What are they going to pick up if they go out into their community or anywhere around other people? So there's a lot of fear that's being suppressed right now and not being released. And that's the beauty of doing this particular modality, working with these angels, working with these gems. Whatever is coming up for you, it's being brought up for a purpose, to transmute it and to help you to see it and to deal with it.
So with that, we ask Archangel Gabrielle to make himself or herself very well known, very felt here. And we encourage all of you at home to imagine that deep orange that Teri was describing and feel it coming down to you through your crown chakra, all the way down through all of your chakras and completely filling your aura. And let's just sit in that orange energy for just a moment. Because this is a collective healing, what I'm seeing, Teri, is like this huge wave, almost, I can't think what it's called. I want to say tsunami. I don't know if that's the right term, but coming in as a huge wave of this orange healing light and then carrying emotions off in mass.
I got extremely hot. So Gabriel is very much working with my energy to bring through messages and to help process, to help us all process this energy. I felt, as I was just paying attention to what was going on with my body, and this is what we encourage anyone that's participating right now, feel what's happening with your body. I felt like an oxygen mask was over my nose. I could actually feel the pressure of it there. So I was feeling into the energy of the fear of not being able to breathe. So that is a very prevalent fear right now, isn't it, in our world? That inability to breathe. So many times we take that for granted, that we're just always going to be able to, that we just don't even have to think about it. We don't have to think about the process of breathing in the air, of it going into our lungs, of being able to be healthy. But that fear that's been there now for almost a year, almost this entire year, has to do with us being able to breathe and being able to, for our lungs to expand with the air. So that was the first thing that I felt physically as I tuned in to what Gabriel was showing me this panic and anxiety was all about. So we encourage you, wherever you're feeling energy inside right now, if you're participating in this, or if you're watching on the replay and you're doing this process for the first time, pay attention to what's showing up for you in your body. What's being shown that's there, this orange energy, these stuck emotions. If it's not fear, maybe it's sadness. I'm feeling that too. Sadness from the loss, whether you've lost a loved one or you just lost freedom, being able to do those things which are meaningful to you.
I just heard the loss of joy. So we're going to move on to the next color because Archangel Raziel can hardly stand it. I don't know if you're... Wow. Archangel Raziel is coming forward very strongly. And the yellow color has to do with DNA, past lives, anything at all that our ancestors have handed down to us, or anything that comes down the ancestral line. So let's take a moment, and I encourage you to really see and feel the color yellow, and bring in that color yellow down through your crown, surround yourself with it in your aura, and bring that color all the way down through every single chakra, and allow yourself to just steep in that color yellow. Teri, are you sensing that? I'm getting almost like a whirlwind of energy being pulled out. Wow.
Yeah, it was like a vortex. And I saw Raziel, and I've never seen him with like an instrument, but it was almost like a megaphone, that type of energy where, you know, he's trying to get the message through, and it's going out very loudly, but it's almost a little muffled because we're holding back, we're pushing down and not saying, I don't want to see that, I don't want to look at that. So there's a resistance to this one. That's what he's showing. It's a resistance, and he's just saying the words, allow. Just allow that energy to flow through you. Breathe it in.
I'm also seeing him cutting the cords from whatever we thought was being held on to us, that came down through the DNA or came down through the ancestral line. It's a huge cutting of cords.
And if you're feeling a physical sensation as you do this, that's a release. Remember how it comes out. It could be tears. It could be yawning. There's coughing. There's many ways that stagnant energy will start to move. Just allow whatever way it is. And crying is one of the best releases you can do. So just let whatever happens, happen while Raziel is working with your energy.
I have never seen him so animated. Wow. He's got a lot of work to do here today.
Yeah. Yeah, just heard him say it's not your fault. It's not your energy that you're holding, whatever that is that you're holding on to, it's okay to let it go. Nothing that happened in your ancestry is your fault. There's nothing to feel guilt or shame about.
Teri, it looks like the more we try to hold on to our ancestry during these times, the harder it is for us to be flexible and adaptable to whatever is coming in. And I think that's why there was such a big cutting of the cords right then, because being successful in maneuvering through these waters right now requires extreme adaptability and resilience.
And not feeling so limited. If you feel like you're hitting up against a brick wall, just step back and pause and just watch as those walls, those fences just start to fall away, because you're open to whatever is part of the solution and no longer caught up in looking like there's no hope. I see that yellow energy now mixing in with white. The combination of the yellow and the white swirling together, softening. That's what I'm hearing. It's softening with that white energy coming in.
And white is represented by Archangel Michael. And white is what we see as an energy activator, where it sort of goes double time on whatever else is happening. It makes it very strong.
Yeah, Michael is our protector. So if you're wanting to release, you're wanting to do that inner work, to let go, Michael's the best angel to call on, to be right there beside of you. He'll let you know you're not alone. He'll stand by whatever it is that's needed. He'll help you through it.
So now we're just letting the color white flow through you, through your chakras, through your aura. And I'm seeing it as almost a vibration, very high vibrational energy in this very white light. Teri, how about one more? One more gem, one more card. Who are you seeing coming forward?
I'm really feeling DivineMother. I'm feeling her presence so strongly right now. And I felt movement across my forehead. It was like somebody was rubbing it, somebody was touching my forehead area. And I feel like a mother's touch. Like when a mother is concerned about a child that maybe they're running a fever, or they've got some illness, just caressing and saying it's okay, and just touching in that area to let the child know how loved and how secure they are. And that's what I feel right now, that Divine Mother just wants us all to know we're not alone. She's right there with each one of us.
And Divine Mother to us is represented with the purple color. And her energy with the angelic gems is representing being one with the divine. So we'll just sit here for a minute, bring in purple, bring it down into your aura. Rich, rich purple. Bring it all the way down through all of your chakras. And we'll just sit in that energy for a moment.
I feel so much love from her. She wants us all to focus on that love. When you go into your heart center, you can say the mantra, only love is welcome here. That energy of love will take over. If there's been fear in there, if there's been anxiety, worry about yourself or your loved ones. Let's replace that with love. That's what she's wanting us all to do right now.
And Teri, I'm seeing the purple being followed up by a tinge of gold. And the gold is representing the Christ consciousness.
Yes.
So let's just sit in that gold. Just bring it down. Let it sparkle. Let it come down through your crown, through all of your chakras. Fill up your aura with that glittery gold, very high vibrational frequency of the Christ consciousness. Very high vibrational. I almost feel as if I've been plucked off of a shelf and put up on a higher shelf, to get out of any kind of low level energy, but to rise up into that high vibrational consciousness.
Being shown how that transmutes any energy into positive. So as we focus on that gold, just see it going throughout our planet, covering every inhabitant with this gold energy, this Christ consciousness. See it transmuting the fear, transmuting the anger, sadness.
So as we wrap up here today, we want to thank you for being here. And we want to thank the divine beings for being here. So thank you to our Creator. Thank you to Archangel Metatron, Archangel Cassiel, Archangel Ariel, Archangel Azriel, Archangel Gabriel, Christ, Archangel Raziel, the Divine Mother, Archangel Uriel, Archangel Raphael, and Archangel Michael.
So much gratitude. Gratitude vibrates at the same frequency as love. So when you are sharing out your love and you're sharing out the energy of really being grateful that you found this today and you participated in a beautiful clearing of anything that you were holding on to, being grateful for the angels for blessing you in your life, being grateful for each breath you take when you wake up in the morning. You're sending out love when you do that. So stay in your heart, stay in the love, and remember, only love is welcome in here.
Thank you, Teri. And all of our friends, thank you for joining us here. We see several of you here with us online. We're so glad you're here. Just in your heart of hearts, just remember to stay in as high of vibrational frequencies as you can. We really believe that's how we're all going to get through this, and we're going to get through this together. So much love to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Absolutely. Bye, everybody.